on the crown, but the path will not get any easier for the megastar this evening. LA Knight, of course, getting past Santos Escobar in the first round. Tama Tonga knocking off Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits. We are moments away from this quarterfinal matchup, the first of two tonight. We take another look at the intimidating Tama Tonga. What was that you said about a fan favorite, Bad News?
Yeah, I know the people pretty well. They're like me, they love the megastar. But I'll tell you this, you mentioned Haku a little earlier. Formerly King Haku. That's some royal blood that has gone into Tama Tonga. Will we see a King Tama Tonga in the not too distant future?
Tama off of the opening bell, rushing at LA Knight, but Knight was prepared, and now the megastar bringing the fight. Tama Tonga, who escapes out the back. The sleeper hold applied. This could be over sooner than later for LA Knight, much to the chagrin of the WWE Universe tonight in Jacksonville.
And if you see your opponent warming up with guttural, animalistic growls, panic mode has to kick in. And then you see this mob on the outside.
Got the shot collar on the outside, Solo Sikoa. And Tonga Loa, the brother of Tama Tonga. And Tama just nearly took Knight's head clean off with a clothesline. I mentioned it before, not to insult Haku's parenting, but he didn't raise sons, he raised weapons.
Well, this gentleman, if I may call him that, Tama Tonga, is nothing but a reckless, uncontrolled fuck. And he has been a highly effective addition to the bloodline.
I would say what Tama Tonga lacks in civility, he more than compensates with relentlessness.
Well, hats off to the apparent interim leader of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa, for drafting in the reinforcements. The bloodline at one point after WrestleMania looked like they may have been in a death spiral, but have recovered magnificently.
Well, Tama Tonga launched into the lights courtesy of LA Knight. You can almost feel Knight's confidence growing as this match progresses, as he inches ever closer to the king of the ring crown.
Simply cannot take your eyes off the sharks on the outside of this ring, however. The mere presence, and here we go, Corey.
Solo Sikoa, the man who is calling the shots for the bloodline. Tonga Loa on the other side. LA Knight's attention understandably split. You've got so many lethal competitors surrounding you, but LA Knight needs to focus on Tama Tonga from behind.
Well, the actions of the bloodline at ringside have not been illegal, but what a handicap it has been on the megastar in this matchup. The mere presence of the bloodline is that big a threat.
You got a competitor with a motor like Tama Tonga, who is relentless, who is ruthless, who continues to soldier forward. Oh my God, case in point. Even LA Knight struggling to solve Tama Tonga. You know, can the megastar get back in this, or is it bloodline rules again? iStar Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida. This is a King of the Ring quarterfinals match as the megastar LA Knight tries desperately to fight his way back into this encounter with Tama Tonga of the bloodline.
And ever since the bloodline got involved in this matchup, it has simply all been about Tama Tonga. Complete control, the butcher of the bloodline decimating the megastar before our eyes.
Just bludgeoning a fallen LA Knight and a clothesline to follow. Wait, I know you're about as big of an LA Knight fan as anyone walking the earth. How does Knight get back into this fight? Can LA Knight get back into this fight?
You're almost dealing with an impossibility due to the personnel at ringside. We really haven't seen that much of Tama Tonga. What I have seen, I have been beyond impressed with him. But you question, how on earth can you find a window? Oh! Well, that might be it, Corey.
LA Knight out of the way just in time to avoid the splash, but Tonga again still the first to his feet, still soldiering forward, but here comes the megastar.
Megastar tapping into those reserves of energy from this audience. He needs every ounce of it right now.
That's a crossbody by Knight. Tonga out of sorts for the first time in this matchup.
Well, Knight needs to try and finish this as quickly as possible, but with Tonga on the outside, that seems unlikely.
The LA Knight doing the right thing here by continuing to pour on the punishment, deliver an onslaught of offense to this maniacal Tongan.
With every shot that LA Knight gives to Tonga, understandably, he has to stare over at the bloodline to make sure they're not encroaching.
And you can see Tonga Loa wincing every time Tonga's head made impact with the ring apron. The brother of Tonga eager to inflict some punishment of his own on LA Knight.
Tonga Loa is the muscle of this new format of the bloodline.
Uh-oh, pop-up power slam.
Very little he can do to help right now.
LA Knight picking up the pieces, putting them back together, and Knight could be on the precipice of a win. The MFT Tonga down in the center of the ring. LA Knight lining it up. Could we be in for a BFT?
Wounds of war all over the body of LA Knight. Finish this quick, Megastar.
Tonga Loa coming to the aid of his brother. Look out! Knight drop kicking Tonga Loa into the announce desk.
Get your ass up!
Come on up and do it.
Back it up, Solo!
Come on up and do it. Right there.
No shortage of bad blood between Solo Sikoa and the megastar LA Knight, but keep your eyes on Tonga, who may have just ended this. LA Knight down, Tonga hooks the leg, Tonga is going to the next round.
Here is your winner, Tonga!
Bodies like sheep to the rhythm of Tonga's war drum.
I simply cannot compliment the interim leader of the bloodline enough. LA Knight was goading Solo Sikoa into punching him. Had Solo taken the bait, Tonga would have been disqualified. No can do. That's great leadership from Solo Sikoa.
But wait, look. Well, I was about to draw attention to Paul Heyman as we take a look at the closing moments. Nothing pretty about that. Just a face full of canvas for LA Knight. And this maniac, Tonga, has punched his ticket to the next round, to the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. Who will oppose Tonga? Will it be Orton? Will it be Hayes? We'll get our answer tonight.